You're listening to the May 24th, 2016 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Hello, hello! I'm in such a good space and cannot help but feel one of the most blessed bunnies on the planet. It feels so good when one's in this space, and I only request that you, my dearest friends, may give us more of the same, as your last messages have been so uplifting.
We come to you this day riding high on the vibrations that you share with us. We understand that your planet is taking an upward turn, and this, as its path, is to be honored and revered as the sailing of all changes course on a more direct route.
To where?
To its destination that it has been steering towards forever. You are, as the human race, setting an example of what human beings can really be capable of. And yet, as yet, you have no recollection of the incredible outcome that you proposed as one to accomplish. Now, dearest souls, is the time when you take hold of your truth of self and bring into balance that which has been a rocky road for many, many a mile. Now, dearest souls, is the time when you take charge of self, when you choose to remember all that you are capable of and put it into service. For it is so that as the vibration of each, and therefore the whole, rises, all that is thought, all that is action, is indeed of service to one another. It has to be. It cannot be otherwise. Yet we choose to stress and bring into play, once again, as a reminder, that it is by serving the self and all its requirements that sets the scene to serve all others. It is by giving foremost to keep self well and happy and abundant that then acts as the way shower to produce ample happiness for all. Can you yourself, Blossom, not feel the higher level upon which you are smiling?
Oh, yes, indeed. It's like I slept with a coat hanger in my mouth.
And do you feel differently upon this level?
Well, all I can say is that each time I experience such joy, it feels like I'm going to burst.
Yet, is it a feeling as if on a higher level than before?
I don't know, to be honest, for I can only express it as joy, joy, joy. I can't say it's better than another time, it just is.
Yet, we say to you, to each one, that it is from a higher level of yourself, because you are now resonating from in a higher place of yourself, of all. You only need to close your eyes and breathe a few deep breaths to feel this in your knowing. So much more now is showing you, telling you that your planet is indeed on course and almost, metaphorically, we would say, functioning at warp speed. The pace at which things are to take place will excel beyond that which you have experienced. And this is down to all of you playing your part in this vast play, each one receiving an Oscar for the dedication and devotion offered to make it the masterpiece that it has now become. You, dearest souls, are to experience life in the way you have dreamed. It is here now. It has been here for a long time, waiting to receive you. For it cannot come to you. You had to rise to it.
Thanks for this bright news. I'm assuming we all take our own journey there, for if one was to look in the wrong direction, it would seem, to some, that this play has a very dark side, and that dark side is slipping further down into the void of hopelessness.
And we stress, most poignantly, that this is indeed an individual journey, and yet, as one walks onward with heartfelt joy and happiness and love, they, as we have said many times before, are carrying the load for those who are lost and lifting the whole into the light as they do so. For you are all one energy. You cannot think, do anything without it affecting everything, all that is. For each one of you is all that is. You are one and the same. Therefore, walk boldly forward, knowing that your joy, your love for all, is working, weaving its magic light upon everything. It raises the happy souls into a happier position. It raises the depressed and heartbroken souls into a place above the one they are in. And as you, as an individual, continue to enjoy your world, you continue to lift the lives of everyone just by having a good time. When you feel this way of light, life, take a moment to acknowledge the feeling from deep within, and then consciously shine it out to the places that are in need of lightening up. Feel the warmth of love you send, radiating and brightening a current situation, thought that another may be experiencing that is not of the same frequency as yours, and tune it in to a lighter pitch. You are all grasping now. You are all understanding the power of thought. It is as real as reality can be. To think and know in truth that your thought of love can transcend all that is negative and turn it into light is to know now who you are. These are your capabilities to use the power of your mind to change things that before you believed were unchangeable. You are a magnificent power, capable of everything and anything. The more you use this power in service to all, the quicker, the stronger it is absorbed by that which needs it, in order to transform back into the light that which it was when it began. You, our beloved brothers and sisters, are making this happen now. You are feeling the strength that resides in the love that you are, and you are accepting that who you are is the greatest power in existence. The purest, highest love, which is you, is awakening within you from its long slumber, and it brings with it a burning passion to free your planet from eons of bondage, wherein so much was learned, so much was gained, and in truth, when seen from the bigger picture, nothing has been lost. You have gained experience of all forms of life and understanding of love as itself. You have proved that nothing makes sense other than love. To every thoughtful thought, love replies. To every giving gesture, love replies. To every question, love replies. And when you truly know this, when you bask in this freedom of knowledge that you have always known, always, you then walk on through the veils, holding hands with the destiny within you, and beam your love light to all in a way that is as natural to you as breathing. You are light. That is who you are. You are not a physical human being. You have simply adopted the guise of such in order to perform a miracle. And performing it, you are. You are the miracle, each one of you. And in this knowing, you can produce nothing but miracles to bring about the change in frequency required in order to transform your planet's beingness back into the glory that it always was and always will be. Light. Love light. When we first began working with you, Blossom, we asked you to write a book called The Bridge. And as we progressed with our words during the communications, you realized why it was to be called so. For we spoke about the way-showers, the ones who crossed the bridge first, and then returned many times over to take others who were ready across that bridge and let them know home. We told of how after a while, after enough returns, one would decide to remain on the other side of that bridge, as their vibration would be too high to go back, and that others would take over. Can you feel all this now, dearest ones? Does it not make so much more sense to you?
Can I just clarify? The other side of the bridge, do we cross over it in our physicality? You don't mean this is what happens through that which we term death?
You are correct. We do not mean as in leaving the physical body. Not at all. This is the plan. To cross the bridge into this higher realm whilst still in the human physical form. And yet, this is why your bodies feel as if they are ailing so much of the time. This is why you are feeling that one is through with this lack of energy, this lack of physical peak performance. It is only, dearest souls, that your bodies are changing. When a caterpillar sheds its skin to transform into the butterfly, it is not a split-second transformation. The time of shedding the skin is quick in comparison to the long cocoon period, wherein the changing is done in silent acceptance. Much takes place for the caterpillar in that cocoon, and it isn't always smooth sailing. And yet, it accepts, because it knows that the outcome, the completion of that particular transformation, is divine. And it stretches and spreads its wings and flies. It knows that every inch, every step of the way will have been part of it all, and so very worthwhile. Worthy of every breath, worthy of every moment, to become itself in all its beauty and truth. And you, each one of you, our friends, our beloved warriors, are taking this journey. The skin is shedding. Soon now, so very soon, shall you fly.